Thanks for all those to join. I'm just spinning up some more merino, but we're doing some colour work. This will be chain plied, so the colours will hopefully stay pretty within their own zones and not muddy together. There's actually 5 colours. We've got 3 different shades of green and then 2 different shades of purple. So I just thought they looked quite cool. So that's what we've gone with. And I'm spinning on an Ashford traditional spinning wheel. This one's from 1981, I believe. So it's about the same age as me. Feel free to say hi or ask any questions. Otherwise I'll probably just sit here and spin unless you ask questions, because I haven't got much to chat about really. I thought I'd pop on and show you that I'm spinning up some colour work. I'm not doing the art yarn or anything. This is just basic straight everyday yarn. This will spin up to probably around a DK or Aran weight yarn. We will have to wait and see once it's done, because it's chain plied. So what have you all been up to today? I've just literally been sat spinning up this. I finished a couple of skeins over there from when I was doing my last live. I finished buying them all up. So now we're spinning up some more, ready to ply them up. Got to get a lot done. It is very therapeutic. It's just so relaxing. You kind of zen out when you're doing it. So my problem is I have to try to make sure I'm paying enough attention to move the yarn across the hooks, because otherwise I'd have it build up in one section in the bobbin and not in the rest. But it's so easy to zone out that sometimes I forget to move the yarn and end up with a really wide section on my bobbin. And the rhythm of the wheel is actually really nice just to sit and listen to. I'm sorry whoever's trying to get me to join your live, I don't know who you are, so I'm not joining it. I have all of my colours outside me, so you can't see that on camera, but all the colours I'm spinning are laid out in a line beside me so that I know which colour I'm attaching next. I actually have about 5 grams of each colour that I'm spinning up, so they're all done in their little sections, and I've already stripped them down so they're exactly where I want them. And that way I don't have to stop and start doing this. I can just keep going and pick up the next one. Makes it a little more fluid of movement. I'm hoping to be able to film or go live when I start doing the next lot of hand dyeing of the yarn and the fibre. I've got new stock on the way, so should be here sometime next week hopefully. So hopefully I'll be able to do some videos of me dyeing some yarn. Thank you for the likes. And so I'm just this is merino wool, so once this is spun up, I'll put it on something called a niddy noddy, which is just down beside me, and turn it into basically a skeiny yarn, which is similar to a ball yarn, but it's one big loop. And then that'll get washed and set, and then once that's dried, you can knit with it, or crochet, or weave with it. So you can create hats, scarves, clothing, bags, whatever you want with it. Anything you'd do knitting, crochet, or weaving with, basically. So it's quite a versatile product once you've got it spun up, so you can have some real good fun. And there's me zoning out again. I haven't moved my hook over. Let's move my hook over before that gets too high. So it starts off as this fluffy stuff, but this will spin it so that it becomes like the yarn that you normally see in the shops. You know, if you go to a lot of charity shops nowadays have balls of yarn, but most of them are usually acrylic, whereas this is merino, which is non-certified, but it's on a sheep, basically. So it's not vegan friendly, but it's environmentally friendly. I'm about to swap over to the next purple now, which is more of a pink purple. It can be, the way I describe for creating this yarn is, I don't know if you ever remember when you were kids and things, you were taught to rub your belly and pat your head. It's kind of like doing that while tap dancing to create the yarn. But after that, it's not too complicated. Once you've got the hang of how to actually draft and spin, keeping the wheel going, it's just a matter of letting it naturally spin up. And then it's just giving it a wash and turning it into a proper usable skein, which I do with something called a swift, which is basically like a big wooden umbrella that doesn't have fabric on it. You put the yarn around the outside and you spin that around to off of that onto something called a ball winder, which winds it into a ball, and that's what you can knit or crochet with. But for selling wise, I keep them in the skein instead of a ball, because it's better for the yarn not to be held in a tight ball until it's being used. Hiya, Katie. What are you up to? I got bored because Kurt and Mally are at work, and Duncan was upstairs at work, so I was lonely, so I thought I'd come on here and chat while I spin, because I'm spinning all day on my own. Problem is, I can't spin very well with YouTube because I need to set up my laptop and that on there, really. So I just come onto TikTok to do my spinning, really, and then I transfer the live video over to YouTube when I'm done. I tend to do when I'm doing more art stuff that uses a table for my YouTube videos. Can you guys hear the wheel? I don't know how good the camera's on the phone to whether you can hear the sound of the wheel, but I find it quite relaxing. Just have to change the hook. I'd love an electric one so I don't have to stop to do that, but they don't come cheap. Anyone else up to anything interesting today? About to go on to the light green now. Just about to finish off the purple. So there will be a slightly noticeable transition between the two colours, but for knitting and crochet it's going to be one stitch worth, so for actually making stripes and things it wouldn't really be noticeable. I haven't done like a gradual fade effect for this one. I'm looking for more essentially solid colour changes, more colour block than fade. Once my blending boards get here I'll probably try to do some fade ones, but for the minute I'm just doing colour block. How's all those that keep popping in? I don't know how long it would take to get to the end of this colour set, but I've left the rest of it over there, so if I get to this before I finish going live I'll have to go over and grab it. But it'll only take me a few seconds to grab it, and then prep the fibre. Got a little thin there, so I'm just going to let it untwist a little so I can rejoin it back in so it's not too thin. If it gets too thin and separates, you just have to untwist a bit and then re-add it back into itself, and it works just fine. If you end up with a big lump, you can actually just roll it between your fingers to untwist it and then pull it or draft it. And usually you can even that out as well, so it's not too bad, unless it's a bit of felted fibre that just goes in as a slub, or you just pick it out completely so that you end up with a more smoother yarn. It doesn't matter if it's not 100% even, because when you apply it, it balances itself out. I'm not making a single right now, this will be chain plied in on itself, so it will even itself out naturally. If anyone likes what they're seeing, please do give me a thumbs up, likes, whatever it is that you do on TikTok. Look, tap the screen and give me hearts, that's it, innit? I'm not very good at asking for these things. It's thumbs up on YouTube, isn't it? And then hearts on TikTok. But the thumbs up or the hearts or whatever, they help me see if people enjoy watching it, and then if they do, I know to can do it more, and then if they don't, then I just won't do it again. But usually people enjoy watching the spinning. Once we get to the end of this one, we'll be moving on to the darker green, which is a more emerald green. We have a even darker green to go after. Once I get to the end of this lot, then there's about 75 grams spun up, because I tend to aim for 100, and I split these up into equal sections already so that I could try and get roughly the same length of each colour. It won't be exact because it's handmade and nothing's going to be exact, but it should give a reasonable thing. And there's going to be 4 lots of the colour change, so each colour's in it 4 times. And then onto the green. When I'm joining it in, I over twist, which is why I don't tend to stop. because then I can release it and it will immediately twist around it and lock the new colour in place. I'm sorry, but I don't know who you are, so I'm not accepting your live invite. Hi to all those that keep joining. Feel free to ask questions. And let me know if you can see it alright, because I could always lower the camera down slightly so you can see the bobbin a little more and see the colours a little more. Time to switch over. The bobbin's getting reasonably full now. Don't know if you can see. Down slightly, does that help? You see it's getting a little level here, and this end is wider, so we can just kind of slowly build up at this point. My legs are getting quite painful and tired after spinning, but I'm determined to get this done because I've got a lot to get done before my next event, so I have to kind of at least get one skein spun a day. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it takes many hours to hand spin a yarn that's not a chunky art yarn. Not though they're quick, depending on, coiling takes quite a while, but these thinner, more even yarns, they take a lot longer to spin. Thank you for the follow. Is there anyone else out there a spinner? I know there's a few people I follow on TikTok who are spinners, but I find more of them on YouTube. I haven't found any that are really local to me. I have a spinning group that I go to here, and they come to my craft group and I go to their spinning group, but I haven't found any new spinners online. I know a few crafters I found online that turn out to be close to me, but not actually spinners. I don't know if you can see in the background there, that's my Rubik's Cube and Puzzle Cube collection. They have a thing for puzzle cubes. I have quite a few. You only see a couple from the camera, I think. The shelf below it has a lot of other funky shaped ones. Try to keep my brain active. Because as much as I love doing this, it's quite a zen activity, so you can just kind of zone out. So having puzzle cubes and things helps try to keep me more active if I'm starting to crash and need a wake up. time to stop and change the thing. I'm trying to get to the end of this bit, so I might as well try to fit this bit on there. Don't know how well you can hear me, but hopefully well enough. To move across the hook again. So this is the last of this medium green. I will be moving into the darker green after this one. And then once we've done the darker green, it'll be back to the purples again, which I have to grab from over there. But I'll probably come off my live soon, because my husband finishes work at 5:30. And we've got a few things to do, so I might just get to the end of these greens and then come off. Yeah, short live today. Probably do it a break anyway. My hands are starting to cramp as well, which is not a good thing. I tend to take a break after each colour set so that my hands can have a little shake out and my legs can get risen a little, because having my legs down causes them to swell, so I need to stop every so often just to put my legs up. So we're into the darker green now, so it's all joined on. See that? Thank you for the follow, Kylie. Is it Kylie or Kylie, isn't it? It's hard to see the colour of the writing blends against my dress there. Don't forget to tap that screen and give me some hearts if you're enjoying this. I hate asking, but it's how I know if people enjoy doing it. Enjoy watching, that is. You're all very quiet today. None of you are really chatty. The greens over there got a little squash, so they've joined themselves together a little. Let's just shift them over here a little and squish them. There we go. I haven't done a mirror of the colour. They just cycle back to the beginning again for these. At some point I might do a mirror of them. but that requires knowing how much someone's going to use to see if the colours really mirror to match. So it's more of a planned project thing than just a random one for someone to buy, I think. I think if you want your colours to mirror and match, then you'd buy the colours separately and work with them at a separate pace so that you could make sure that they change exactly how you want them to. Whereas this is just designed to self-stripe repeating process with no particular project in mind. So it could be thin stripes or it could be thicker stripes depending on how big the project is you're working with. TGIF, so thank God it's Friday. I'm not sure what that is. I'm old. See people popping in, but no one's really chatting. Everyone's quiet. They just come here to zone out on this. I need to put a magnifying glass in front of the screen and then I might be able to see what the screen says better. I did download the TikTok Live Studio for your computer and I used it a couple of times a month or so ago. There's a whole bunch of rules with it and I couldn't find a section for arts or crafts on it. And so it didn't really fit, which is why I've been doing it on my mobile again, because I can select art, which is the closest thing they have to craft, is the listing for the topic. Okay, we're on the last piece of green, so once this is done, I'm going to stop because my husband should have finished work about now, so he'll probably be downstairs any second. So I'll get this finished and then I'll take a break. And I need to change hook. I forgot to change the hook. Over to the last one. So there's only 25 grams left to do, so 5 grams of each colour. But I'll do that off camera, but the Instagram will show the finished yarn once it's been washed and skeined up and everything. So check my profile, and if you give me a follow over on Instagram, you'll be able to see what this yarn looks like once it's been plied up. But I might be able to go live while I'm plying it, so that you guys can see how it's working up. But it depends which day I get a chance to do it, to whether I can or not. Almost done, and then I'm gonna sign off. Not much yet. It sounds like that's my husband just finishing work upstairs, so that's pretty good timing. I've just got a little bit left here and we'll be done. So if this was the last bit, I'd spin all the way to the end, but as I still have some to do, I'll leave the end fluffy rather than twisted. So I'll leave that bit fluffy to join in the new colours, and then I just kind of wrap it around, and I've got some Velcro on the side there that just holds it in place. So I'm going to go, but that's my husband downstairs and he's finished, and I will see you all later. You'll take care. Bye.